Pardon me, miss. Are you all right? I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost or something. Why, yes. I am the man in the wanted posters. How did you... I see. I will admit, they've done a magnificent job capturing my essence, don't you think? Except for the nose, they can't seem to get that right. I'm almost impressed you recognized me. Ah, so you agree then. Well, nasal details aside, am I as stunning as you imagined? Or am I even more charming and handsome close up? Sweet traveler, you should be careful with saucy compliments like that. I'm not the type of attention you want so close. Speaking of which, quickly, get behind me. Well, well, looky here, boys, what I've managed to catch in my net. The hooded archer himself. And look, he's got a little pretty friend behind him, too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she and you were working together, I'd say you need to get some better spectacles, Captain of the Guard. But you are right, she is very pretty, so at least one of your eyes still works. What was that you said, dear? No? Then how come he was so quick to put himself in harm's way in order to protect you? I assumed it was because you were on the same side. Or perhaps the two of you have something more intimate. Either way, it matters not. See, I've been following him for a long time, and my patience for childishness has reached its end. Seize him. Drag him right here, onto these leaves.
You could just be a little more gentle.
Onto his knees. I already told you, I'm really tired of this childishness. Don't make me gag you, too, without even final words.
Pretty girl comments, forced to my knees, gags. Are you sure that you're sick of all this childishness? I half expect you to be called daddy at this point.
Oh, I cannot tell you how many nights I've spent dreaming of this day. The day I'd finally have you in my grasp. I rest my case. And no doubt the sheriff will be pleased as well. Says he'd like nothing more than to be standing near the corpse of the hooded archer.
Is that so? Oh, Mr. Captain, I'm sure you and the sheriff have many fond dreams of me, but as much as I'd hate to ruin his plans and yours, I'm afraid I must decline. You know, on account of not wanting to die and all that.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you stole all of that money from his personal vault and then snuck into the ladies' chambers.
An enchanting evening it was, one that I shall cherish forever. Give her my best next time you see her, will you?
You scoundrel. Was that kick to the stomach not hard enough, or should it have been to the head? Perhaps that would knock some sense into you. But it seems with the amount of coin you've lifted, having sense is not one of your problems as late, is it? I should have known. You prefer collecting problems like coin. And yet you laugh. That's all the answer I need to hear. You devil, do you understand what predicament you have dragged yourself into? And yet you still laugh. You hyena-breathed, monkey-brained, magpie-handed imbecile.
Oh, sticks and stones, Captain, but my dear fellow, I'm almost hurt. Almost. But I'm sure that this won't be the last time we meet. Now, I would be willing to kneel here and wait for you to come up with something a little more hurtful, and maybe even a little more insulting, and maybe even slightly just as creative. But I have more important things to attend to.
I'm sure you would.
Right. If you would be so kind as to release me and this charming woman here, and hand me my effects, I shall be on my merry way.
Like I said, I can't let you do that.
Very well. since I seem to have no other choice in the matter, I surrender. You may take me wherever you wish, but I have conditions. Lower your weapons, gents. You do not get conditions, but I am curious to see what you mean, what you truly mean to say by I surrender. Gather round, lads. Let us hear what our brave archer has to say. First, no harm shall come to that lady. She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I would not wish for anything to happen to her on my account. Reasonable. Anything else? Yes. Second, the money that I have repossessed belongs to the people of the town. Repossess it to them. Use it to rebuild the church, or build safer houses instead of wasting it on drink and diamonds. Those are my terms. Is that all, hooded archer? You will surrender to me in my captivity. And all you want is for your pretty friend to go free and for the peasants to clink a few extra coins. What's the catch? There is no catch. I spoke truly. Those are my terms.
Captain, are you sure we can trust him? He's a surly one. Who knows what sort of plan he's concocting?
Pardon me for interrupting, but might we hurry this along? I don't have all day. You have yourself an agreement. Take him. Make sure to chain his arms behind him. I don't want him to reach for any weapons. The hooded archer is now in my captivity. Worry not, my dear lady. His death will be quick and painless. As we say, a short drop and a sudden stop. As for you, you are free to carry on your merry way in accordance with these terms. However, I should advise you, next time you attempt to steal from the sheriff, neither he nor I will be so merciful to you. I should have known you'd try to weasel your way out of this, you coward! Your words are like an arrow to the heart. Speaking of which, I don't think I've introduced you to my army. Maiden, run! This is no place for... Well, I'll be. Would you look at that? Well, then, as an unofficial gentleman of the woods, I think it only fair that I tell you that we are not planning on staying here. And it also seems that the captain's men aren't either.
Captain, there's too many of them. We have to go back to the fort.
Very well. I'll catch you next time, you ruffian. You just wait. And a good evening to you as well, my scheming friend. Lovely weapon play. Are you all right? Hang on, just, don't mind the palm on the cheek. I just need you to turn your sweet face to the right. Now to the left. You're not hurt anywhere I can't see, are you? No, good. Don't mind him, eh? He's had his tights in a knot since I flirted with his sister. Long story. Long, passionate story. Oh, this. It's only a scratch. Nothing more. Besides, I've had worse scrapes. Far worse than this, trust me. Though I have to know, why were they after you, anyway? I thought I was the one on the wanted posters. You stole something. You stole something. No offense, my dear, but you don't strike me as a thief. I mean, what could you possibly have stolen that would be... Oh, my word. Is that the ruby necklace that belonged to the sheriff's wife? The ruby necklace? Whew, not only are you alarmingly beautiful, but dangerous as well. Perhaps I should be careful not to get on your bad side, Here, take my coat. It's a cold night. Wouldn't want you to catch a chill. And if you don't mind, I could walk you home, and it would be my pleasure. Here, allow me. Someone as exhausted as yourself should be allowed a little rest over the left, right shoulder. And look at that. It fits seamlessly. It's no trouble at all, sweet thing. Besides, the second I'm gone, they might come back, and I worry what might happen if I allow you to carry on walking home alone. No, I cannot allow that to happen. I will keep you right close by my side. Promise. And I don't think I caught your name. That's because you didn't throw it? Oh, I get it. You're a feisty one, aren't you? I like that. Whoa! Soldiers, flying daggers, and now branches that almost stick you in the eyes. Good thing you were paying attention to where you were going. Anyhow, what was I saying? Right, of course. Please, might I know your name? There it is. A lovely name for a lovely lady. Oh, what's this? A hint of blushing? You wouldn't. No, then what is that adorable dusting of pink on your sweet cheeks? It's from the cold night air, you say. Darling, I know from experience when a woman is blushing and when she is cold. Might I also safely assume that you're not used to being complimented? No. Well, allow me to be the first to say, the graceful complexion on that exquisite countenance takes my breath away. What I'm trying to say is your beauty is breathtaking. No, I have more. Oh, you haven't even got me started. Let's see. Your eyes shine so brightly, they make the stars stare down in jealousy. Your smile sets my heart on fire. It wouldn't be so flattering if it weren't true, though. Can't deny that. Not only that, you were brave enough to sneak into the sheriff's estate to steal one of the most precious pieces of jewelry undetected. That, my dear, is no small feat. I have to ask, what were you planning on doing with that anyway? Trust me, anyone in possession of such a treasure would fetch a pretty penny for it. Ah, that explains it. A noble heart seeking to take from the unlawfully rich and lend just a wee bit more aid to those in need. Say, you wouldn't happen to be interested in joining our cause, would you? Fair warning. It doesn't come without a considerable amount of risks, and if you're looking for a job that pays well, it's not ideal. But a woman of your talents would be a valuable asset. Not only that, should we ever best the rotten old sheriff, you will join us in reaping the reward of seeing our people get the justice they deserve. You'll consider it. That's understandable. Most people wouldn't think twice about joining a fight without thinking of the potential consequences, but you're no fool. You're smart, resourceful, and you think with your head instead of your heart. I like that. Well, my lady, I would hate for our conversation to be cut short, because meeting you has been the best part of the evening. But it would be selfish to keep you all to myself. Therefore, I shall bid you good night. Really? You wish to see me again? I cannot tell you how happy I am to hear those sweet words come from those beautiful lips. But yes, you will be seeing me around, darling. This, even on your sweet hand, is a promise. Ta-ta.